Isaiah says one reason you may feel far from God, there could be others, but one reason, a significant reason, unconfessed sin in your life. And that lack of obedience to God has now created a wall of separation. Think of it almost like a brick wall between you and God. Now, let me show you how it happens and how subtle it can be. Let's say you've gotten into a bad habit of binge watching your favorite show on television. So you're staying up late at night, watching your favorite show. So you're not getting up in the morning. You're not spending time with God. You're not cultivating that healthy prayer life. You're not spending time in the Word. That's that sin of omission. You're omitting time with God. There's a brick in the wall between you and God. All right, you're in your car on your way to work. Some knucklehead cuts you off in traffic. Thankfully, your driving skills saves you. No one gets hurt. No one gets injured. But now your anger, right off the top, right? And you're cussing and fussing and ugly gestures. And the scripture says, be angry, but do not sin. But you've succumbed to the emotion of anger. And now there's another brick in the wall. All right, you get to work. Your boss, your supervisor says, come on in. This is your annual evaluation day. Now, he or she points out a few things you're doing well, but then, they lay into you. This has got to change, and that needs to improve. And you're sitting there the whole time, and resentment is just boiling over inside of you. How dare you? You've got no right. You shouldn't be treating me like this. Instead of respecting God-appointed authority, there's resentment and bitterness. All right, you get back to your office. The guy next to you said, how did your evaluation go? And he said, you say, not very good. How did yours go? He said, well, I hate to tell you, but they love me, man. I mean, I've got a raise, I've got a promotion. Now, instead of rejoicing with your friend, you're coveting. That should be me. That should have been mine. I deserve that more than he, more than she. You're coveting. Well, your bad day's about to get worse. Female coworker comes walking by and stops at your desk and leans over and begins a conversation with you. A conversation that lingers a little too long and gets a little too personal. No, let's be honest, you kind of like it. She's flirting with you and you kind of like it. Well, she ends the conversation and walks off, but the conversation doesn't end in your head. You begin to imagine and fantasize, and now you have lusted after her. Well, again, we get back home at the end of a very challenging day, and we're frustrated, and who do we take it out on? The wife and the kids, and we're unkind, and we're short-tempered, and look what we've done. We've built a wall between us and God. And then crisis comes the next day, and you get down to pray, God, oh God, I need you. God, where are you? God, where did you go? Why have you forsaken me? And God said, here's the issue. There's a separation between you and me.